Alright, so Raziel chops it, Ragnar stabs it, but it's still fucking writhing around.
And I reload.
Marcus. Alright. This thing makes one last futile flailing on the ground. Alright. Ragnar takes 6, Raziel takes 7. And Cahoon, it's your turn.
All right, am I able to move to where it was before, right here, and
Acrobatics.
acrobatics down on top of it? Or acrobatics, to move?
To walk out on that branch. Alright.
And I'm guessing that's my action then.
No, that was only your move action.
Oh, okay. Am I able to gracefully fall down on top of this thing and stab it?
I'll let you jump down and attack it, but there's no graceful. You're going to take 1d6 of damage no matter what. Hit or miss, doesn't matter.
From the top rope.
From the top rope.
Well, here's the thing. Does this thing know I'm up here?
I don't think it knows anything right now except that it's on the ground being stabbed.
Okay. So am I technically flanking it?
No.
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 You're attacking from higher ground, though, so you get +2 to the attack.
Wow. Well,
I mean, if we're technical about it. Well, that's 19, not a natural 20, so... But hey, no, that critically hits, so hold on. You kill it.
I was going to say mine's 18 to 20.
There's your, Well, I have to check to make sure it's not a natural 20. But your 3 points fall damage.
it's not a natural 20, it's just a 19.
Yeah. And it's dead.
Fantastic. Alright. Let's see what I got for heals. There, are we good on turn order, or is that still going?
Oh, we're good.
Okay. Alright, well, I have very little healing left. Let's see what I can do. Well, first things first, I'm reapplying ward on myself. Screw you guys. Ding. Alright, put ward on myself again, and let's see what I got for heals. I'll give 1 to Ragnar, 1 to Raziel, because that's pretty much where we're at now. And that's going to eat up all my healing. Alright, so Cure Lights to Ragnar. Apparently I critted. And then for Raziel. And that's all the healing I got.
Hold on 1 second. All right.
And Razel's got 7.
Yep. Well, good news is we found fresh water.
Has
Is it
anybody
fresh,
tried
though?
it yet?
No. We'll
There-
make Raziel try it.
we'll try it later. Might as well see what else is in here besides, obviously, an armless choker.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to move around to here and roll perception to see if I can hear or hear anything inside.
Here or see, you're alright. You're going to look inside.
Yeah.
Our eyes get gouged out.
Right.
Inside the room, dangling from the roof, from a long chain and a leather neck brace, is a dead body.
That's a fancy death
There
body.
is a brace of spears on one wall. Let's see, a small writing desk, some cooking gear, a bed, some barrels, a bunch of rotted food, flies, and a stool kicked over on the floor close to the dead body.
All right. Shar, you want these cooking supplies to see if they're any good?
Well, let's first see, make sure the room's safe.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna head in and go right there because no matter what, I'm gonna get attacked if I.
I mean, it's apparently a dead body, so it could actually be a dead body.
That's what I'm like.
Paranoia.
All right, and then I guess I just do another perception check to see if actually, or what would I roll to actually confirm that it's dead?
It'd be, what is it now?
Roll poke it with a stick.
Well, there used to be medicine, but
You can
or
do
heal.
that.
Just attack it.
You could do survival or
Yeah, survival.
All right.
Looks dead.
looks like a dead body to you.
All right. Somebody want
It's
to
even
come in
like
and confirm?
there's even some flies crawling in and out of its mouth and fucking nose and rotted holes in body.
All right. Well, I guess we can start searching the room. I'll check out the desk to see if there's anything worthy on the desk.
All right, what's everybody else doing?
I'll go ahead and start searching.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
I'll cut the dead body down.
Of course you would.
Yeah, of
All
course
right.
you would.
Tip the stool over back to this standing position and stand on it and cut the rope.
Instead of leaving a potential zombie just hanging there, he's gonna turn it loose in the room.
Right?
Hey,
All right,
play.
you reach up and start cutting it down.
And it punches
You
you.
can roll
pretty hard.
damage.
Ragnar, you can roll damage for the slashing.
If you have a slashing weapon.
That'd
All
be
right, you saw halfway through the rope.
Do.
All right, you saw all the way through the rope, and it lands spryly on the floor and launches an attack.
Well, at least we got that out of the way.
You could just leave it up there, couldn't
As
you?
it does so, the stinking rod of death in the room intensifies 20-fold. Fortitude saves from everybody.
Alright, this will be at +2 because of ward.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right, Ragnar, you are sickened for 8 minutes.
And mine's a 15 because of ward.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
All right. What does sickened do?
All you
Do
have
I
to
just-
do is go to your conditions and what was it?
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, you can just set it, and it'll take care of all the modifiers for you.
All right, it waves two claws at Ragnar and lunges to bite at Ashira. Ragnar, your flat-footed AC, if you will.
Oh, I can't be caught flat-footed.
All right. Then 21 will hit, 5 damage, fortitude save. And Ashura, you're flat-footed.
12 now.
All right. 5 damage, and I need 2 fortitude saves from you.
All right. And once again, ward breaks. And all right, 2 fortitude saves. These ones don't have bonuses. 11 and 11.
All right. All right, lightning bolt is for paralysis.
Okay. And the dot's for disease.
Brown's for disease.
I know this was in old versions of D&D, but if this thing's a ghoul, I remembered elves being immune to it for some reason, but I don't know if that's...
Elves are immune to ghouls. They are not immune to ghasts.
Gotcha.
All right. Dwayne, you were paralyzed for 2 rounds. Sure, you're paralyzed for 3.
Okay.
So Dwayne's at 8 rounds. Oh no, he's dead. Never mind, sickened for 8.
He's sickened and paralyzed.
Right.
All right.
So
we'll take
he's
initiative.
almost as useful as normal.
It's wrong roll.
About
Initiative.
Go me.
how's the guy who's supposed to be rolling high decks?
I don't know. How's the guy that's supposed to be good with muskets keep blowing up his own?
I only did it one time. Only once, thank you.
Of course, you didn't click on fucking Raziel's dude.
I didn't roll for him. I think he did.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
he
in here.
came back.
He didn't click on himself.
Nope, he didn't.
Somebody wanted to type in there to... Oh, you did. All right, I guess that's Raziel's turn. Ragnar's paralyzed. Cahoon.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at this thing.
All right, you hit it for a solid 6. You gonna do anything else?
No, because I can't get any flanking because those two aren't
Correct.
threatening me
Paralyzed?
right now.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step here. So I would presume Marcus has a clear line of sight now.
Sure.
If he
Whether
was
he
gonna
has
do
precise
it,
shot is something else.
I
Yeah.
don't suffer penalties for firing into combat, into melee.
All right.
And I'm going to try not to blow myself up this time.
All right. 2 claws at
Oh, never mind.
Cahoon and 1 at Marcus. All right. Marcus, 5 damage, 2 forts. Cahoon, 6 damage, 1 fort. All right.
Yeah, and I have no more rerolls.
I thought you already burst your reroll in the
Yeah, you
stream.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You used
Oh,
all
wait.
of them
Yeah.
back in the... So your second roll failed.
Sorry, no
Yeah,
disease,
okay.
but 4 rounds paralysis.
Fun times.
All right, Cahoon, is that your final answer?
now I'm gonna re-roll that one more time. It'll be my last
And-
re-roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be your last.
Fucking A.
Do you wish to burn a
2 rounds paralysis. Now you can burn a hero point to not be paralyzed for 2 rounds.
Yeah, let me burn it and so I can stay awake.
Oh, come on, take the paralysis.
Yeah.
You know it'll be
Join
fun.
the paralysis party.
We still got Raziel, man.
Yeah, I'll burn the hero point.
Oh, we still have a Shear's bird too. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
you're
burn
right.
the hero point down to 2 hero points so I don't take the paralysis.
Go team.
All right. All right, Ragnar. Another turn passes. Cahoon.
If I take a 5-foot step here,
Yes.
Yes, flanking.
Perfect. So it's
Don't
a plus...
roll a 1.
Say again?
Roll 1.
Don't roll
Do
a
it.
1.
Paralyzed for one more round.
All right. All right. The gas lashes out at Cahoon and Raziel.
Go team.
All right, Cahoon. You take 9, and I need 2 fort saves. Raziel takes 9 and 1 fort save.
come on, whole team wipe off of 1 ghoul or ghast or whatever the hell
Gas.
this is.
Oh, yeah, just in case you're wondering, the original encounter had this plus one of those swarms at the same time for a 3rd level party.
God.
That's.
I mean, to be
nuts.
fair, it wouldn't have been as bad if we hadn't gotten surprised with the caster right next to it.
If we haven't cut the fucking thing down.
That was probably your main pain in the ass there.
Possibly.
No, there's no possibly. That was.
Because please believe I was going to attack it and
All
try
right,
to
Marcus,
stab
you're
it right in its head.
paralyzed.
Yeah, I was gonna poke it with a stick. Well, actually, with a rock out of the end of my gun. At point blank range in the head.
Oh, I need to remove the freaking
Fucking
shield symbol.
Dwayne.
Yeah. Everybody makes fun of the guy for stabbing helpless, defenseless things until he tries to cut a helpless, defenseless dead body down to bury it.
It wasn't helpless or defenseless, and there was no need for us to bury a dead body. It was been there for a while, obviously.
And we didn't know if it was dead or not. It just looked dead.
And he didn't bury any of the dead bodies that were in the previous areas.
I have no regrets.
Go team. Well, he still did 21 damage.
No, yeah, it's still dead regardless. Had like 3 hit points left.
Yeah, I mean, the Magus does one of 2 things: either jazz hands or just fuck shit up. No real in between.
Or nothing, because it's melee.
Yeah, well, like I said, jazz hands.
Alright. Well, I'm diseased. That's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can at least get ward back up to give me higher saves.
Until you get hit again.
Well,
Okay. Can we just make it a rule from now on, if there are hanging dead bodies, nothing happens to the hanging dead bodies before we talk about it?
I'm
we
assuming
sh-
combat's
we sh-
over by now.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
We shouldn't have to make that a rule, but some people...
I don't care. Just finish exploring this goddamn room.
All right, so you guys do some perception. You guys
Yeah.
gotta take 20 in there.
I did a perception before, but it was minute because of someone.
Ah,
So-
yeah. Okay. All right. After a whole bunch of searching, you find a suit of leather armor, 6 spears, In a trunk, you find 8 finely tailored courtiers' outfits, each bearing the crest of Cheliax.
Is anyone writing this down?
There's a
Yeah.
cabinet
Okay.
with a bunch of bags with spiced pepper in it, a silver tankard, a silver locket with a painting of a young blonde woman,
Giggity.
Giddy giddy goo.
What was after the leather armor?
6 dicks.
Spears.
Yeah, 6 spears.
There you go. Cool. Good job, Dwayne. Now let's throw the bag of spiced peppers at people and find out who's allergic.
So roughly how long was that battle? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
All
that-
said, since you walked in through this all,
Mm.
yeah, like
18
5
seconds.
minutes.
It's 18
minutes, okay.
seconds, and then we searched.
Okay. We're all hurting bad.
We are.
So we're 7 hours into it. We'll say 8 hours into this, and
Right.
it was going to leave. The ship was going to leave after 48 hours.
Correct.
Since it's becoming nightfall, we need to rest.
Assuming
Oh.
the armless choker doesn't murder us. We can't really rest in this room because this room smells like death.
Well, yeah, but
No, well, the stench went away when it died.
Oh, great. Well,
Oh,
we can
okay.
just get the body out of there and have
Yeah,
at least some
so-
shelter.
chuck the body outside, and we need to rest for these 8 hours to regain as much HP as we can, and for you to reacclimate your spells.
Right. Speaking of, I'll use my healing hex on myself,
Okay.
and I do horribly. But that should be enough to heal up back to full once we rest.
All right. Does a full night's rest remove the disease from those two?
No, I have to. Well, I'm the only one that's.
Suck a tick? No.
No, I have to make
Okay.
saves, and
Oh, we'll get to that when it's time for that.
yeah,
Okay. Then yeah, let's do a full rest.
All right, so no watch?
Uh,
Yes, watch.
yes to watch.
I'll keep
Somebody
watch
got
first.
torches?
Say again.
Somebody got torches?
Most likely not.
let's see what I have in my inventory. Let's see. Actually,
I've got a blanket, I got flint and steel. So if we can pull branches down.
That's not how torches work, though.
I have 2 light spells. They last 10 minutes per level, so I can give you a 30-minute light source. I already healed you. Remember 4?
Oh, I thought that was someone else.
Nope, that was you. That's what I rolled.
Great.
I'll use-
Lovely.
I'll use one of my cure wounds.
All right,
Cover
so
another 4.
all right, so among the things you found, you also find a small leather-bound notebook.
All right.
Inside, it details the passage of the ship called the Infernus. It was a Chelish ship heading down to the colony of Sargava, which used to be a Chelish little colony. And they hit a storm and were shipwrecked. This gentleman, Aaron Ivy, managed to survive and swim to shore, as did several of the ship's crew and a handful of the ship's whores. Unfortunately, this ship had along with it a host of ghouls that had been kept in the hold that were let loose during the wreck, and subsequently made it to the island. And he thinks they somehow infected the insects, which then infected the whores, who then murdered and ate the rest of the crew while he hid up here and built his stockade.
Awesome.
He says he doesn't venture out much because there's a clan of Grindylows that live beneath the island in caverns. He says he's got a spyglass rigged into the backside of the stockade, which you could view the entrance to their cove. It also details the resting spot for the Infernus. And then it goes into how, after about 3 years, he realizes he's never getting out of here, and he decides to hang himself.
Awesome. Okay. Is this entire structure the stockade, or is it this little building we're in?
The building's separate.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
All right, so you said there was a spy gas that we could look
Right.
through to look at the entrance?
Apparently rigged into
Yes.
the wall.
You can see it. You get around to the back, and you see it. It's in there. It's all rusted out, and it's been left in place for a while. But it's rigged in there with some leather straps. And looking at the map here,
Yep.
there's the marking for the Infernus.
Right.
Okay.
That X is a hole in the top. That's where the thing's pointing down towards. And right about here, you can actually see about 4 of those little tentacled goblin things splashing around in the water.
All right. Well, if the 2 abducted crew were taken by those things, this is our best bet of finding them.
Mm-hmm.
That, and they're easier to fight than anything else we've encountered so far.
Yeah, but the question is, how do we get there?
Well, one way or the other, it doesn't really matter at this point because we don't have the fresh water to return. So, whatever direction seems clearest, I guess.
Yeah, but
Actually, as far as
really...
does the spyglass kind of show any sort of route towards the cave?
Yes, it's fixed in place, staring back down that way. So you can see the opening that he's talking about, the hole in the top.
Right.
And then you can see where the Grindylows are playing, but you don't see an opening in the cliffside there. You just see those 4 Grindylows.
Right.
Are we able to see within the spyglass a path down the mountain towards the Grindelows and the where we assume the opening is.
Well, which opening? Yeah, there was mention of the cornfield. He said he planted the corn, but discovered that there were fucking ghouls running amok and some other terrible things, and he abandoned it.
Okay. Does the journal mention any other paths that he has taken?
Nope. The walk down to where you see that hole in the top of the ridge line is smooth enough that it wouldn't be too difficult.
Okay, that's what I was getting ready to ask. Okay.
As long as we don't have to go back to fuck this place.
Yeah, fuck that. That's exactly the reason I'm asking these questions. Just fuck that place. Okay, so yeah, I guess. So this X here is where the opening is supposed to be, but we can't clearly see it, correct?
Yes.
And I'm guessing this area between the ghouls playing and the X is a path for them to get up into the entrance.
No, it's pretty much sheer cliffside.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Like if you actually see the contour lines here, they're pretty delineated. That whole southern section is pretty steep. The whole
okay.
actual inside, the eastern side of that is pretty steep, minus where he brought that trail up.
So yeah, essentially, if we go south, it's not too bad. It's just not, there's not
now, is there,
fancy lines.
Is there a cave entrance we can see right there where they're playing?
No. You see 4 Grindelows flopping around in the water, but you don't see a cave entrance.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to head for that entrance that he says where it's at.
Pretty much. It's our best bet, because I'm not going through those fields.
Yeah, neither am I. And I'm not leaving behind either of them because, well, neither of them deserve whatever that's being happened to them.
You never know. They could be throwing them a party.
Well,
You're
I
right.
want to go to the party. That's why I'm going to Riptide Cove.
So yeah, Grindelow.
Grindelows.
So yeah, we're gonna make it walk down the path to the where the spy gas was pointing.
All right. I think that would be a good place to end this up.
I think so, because we're about to go to a dungeon.
Yeah, because the next part I suspect is going to take a while.